Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I have a flow for you that is all about the shoulders. So we will stretch and strengthen and play with lots of shoulder rotations. So for this session, you will need a yoga strap. And if you don't have a yoga strap, don't fret. We can always makeshift something to work in the same way that a yoga strap does. So if you have like a tie or a belt or a jump rope or even like the strap of a crossbody bag, like a small one with like nothing in the crossbody bag, feel free to get creative with it, but just something long and taut that can take a little bit of resistance. And feel free to pause this video, right, and find whatever you're using as your strap and then meet me back right here. So if you do have a long yoga strap like mine, you'll want to fold it in half to make it just a little bit more manageable. And then you'll want to grab the metal end. You want to make sure you grab that with one of your hands. So same thing here if you're using like a belt. You want to grab that metal end so it's not just like flailing around. We are about to do some shoulder flossing, which is one of my most favorite things to do to open up the shoulders. It is going to feel probably pretty intense, right? But just stay really close with the breath as you move through this, okay? So you're going to bring your strap in front of you and bring your hands a little bit wider than shoulders width. So think arms in a V. On the inhale, you're going to lift up. And then on the exhale, you're going to drop your strap back behind you. So all the way back towards your sacrum there, your tailbone. And then inhale, you're going to come back up. And then exhale, the arms and the strap move in front of you. Okay, so just adjust your hands as necessary. You might need to give yourself more slack, right? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach back. Whew. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward. Keep this going. Close your eyes. And then see if you can really isolate the movement just in the arms and the shoulders. So try to keep your torso as stable and steady as you possibly can. And I am feeling and hearing the crunchies in my shoulders. You might be as well. Keep going a few more rounds like this. Ooh. Might hit some sticky spots, right? See if you can slowly move through them. Get your Ujjayi breath on, soft whisper back of throat. Warrior's breath. See if you can even begin to slow down the movement. And the next time your hands and your arms are in front of you, see if you can play with shortening the distance between the hands and then keep flowing through this. Oh my goodness, this is the part where you might really feel like ghosts are just flying from your shoulders. Like shadowy ghosts, like things that were just like trapped in there are being released. Right, we can hold so much tension in our shoulders, so much of the weight of our lives. So just beginning to slowly and compassionately breathe through all of that and move through it. Now open up. You might play with the length between the hands for a few more rounds here. See if you can unclench the jaw. Already feeling some heat building as well in the shoulders. Take it one more round around the block. And then arms are forward. Inhale, lift your arms straight up by your ears, and then begin to make some circles here. And then just play with whatever feels good with the strap. So as you circle one way, maybe that bottom arm gets a little heavier. You can get into the triceps of the opposite arm. Oh, sound effects are totally encouraged. Pause wherever you are, reverse it. And close your eyes, tap in. Okay, come through center, and then release your strap down, somewhere towards the top of your mat. Go ahead and bring your hands onto your shoulders, your forefingers in front of your shoulders, your thumbs towards the back of your shoulders, elbows wide. We're going to do a little Kundalini exercise called the washing machine. So as you breathe in, you're going to take a little twist to the left, and as you breathe out, you'll twist to the right. It might be an exaggerated exhale, pumped from the belly out through the nose like breath of fire. So breathing in, breathing out. Try to keep your sit bones as planted as possible. And you're twisting here through your whole spine, right? Through the belly, mid-back, and behind the shoulders there, the shoulder blades. Take some of the work out of your face. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center. Inhale, V your arms up. Exhale, bring your right arm underneath your left. Give yourself a little hug, grab onto opposite shoulders. And then if all feels good, eagle wrap the arms here. Drawing the elbows in towards the belly, find a little rounding of the spine, and then soften the shoulder heads back down into their sockets, everybody. So more space between the ears and the tops of the shoulders. Breathe into that space between your shoulder blades. Then inhale, reach your arms up in a V. Exhale, left arm under the right, grab opposite shoulders. And either stay here or eagle wrap. And then draw your elbows in towards your belly. Soften shoulders down. One more here. Inhale. Exhale, right arm under. See if you can take it into a little lift, reaching your fingertips up, and then curl it in. Elbows to belly. Inhale, arms in a V, reach up. Exhale, left arm under the right. Eagle the arms, see if you can lift your fingertips up first, and then exhale, round and curl in. Soften the place between the eyebrows. Inhale, reach your arms up. On the exhale, bring your palms wide behind you, feet wide in front of you. Inhale, lift your hip points up, lift your heart, really peel your shoulders back here. And then exhale, stick your tongue out, lion's breath. Take a moment, soften your seat down to the ground. Chin in towards the chest, and then inhale, lift up again, peel the shoulders back, press down through the inseam of your feet. Exhale, tongue out. Hold the breath out, drop your seat, chin in. One more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it roar. Drop seat down. Cross the ankles. Again, make sure your strap is somewhere near the top of your mat. And then we'll meet in downward facing dog. So take a moment there. Hands, shoulders width, feet, hips width. And then let it be freestyle down dog, right? Yogi's choice down dog. So you can move it around, shake it around. Maybe a little bit more stillness is what you need. So just really giving yourself a moment here to breathe, to feel, to move like you. And then find a little bit more of a static dog. Really press your finger pads into the ground, especially the thumb and index. Let your ears fall in line with your arms, and then press your finger pads into the ground, maybe even a little bend in the knees, right? Let's all do that, in fact, little bend in the knees. Finger pads press down and forward as your sit bones draw up and back. And then hug the ribs in a little bit to the spine, and then you might play with angling your heels down towards the ground. Good. Inhale to come forward, plank pose. Get really long here. Press the quads back. And then lower your right forearm down, your left forearm down, you're in forearm plank. And then right palm down, left palm down, you're back in plank. Okay? Left forearm down, right forearm down, left palm down, right palm down. Let's flow through this a couple more times. Right forearm down, left forearm down, right palm down, left palm down. Left forearm down, right forearm down, left palm down, right palm down. One more time. Right forearm, left forearm, right palm, left palm, left forearm, right forearm, left palm, right palm. Breathe in, breathe out, drop your knees, sit back towards your heels, child's pose. Take a moment there to catch a couple cycles of breath. Good. Inhale your way back to all fours. Tuck your toes, exhale. Send your hips up and back, downward facing. On the inhale, you're going to step your right foot outside your right hand. So just like a leap there. Go ahead and tense your fingers. You can either keep your back knee lifted or drop it down. Okay? But wherever you're at, think about, with the arms here, spiraling your biceps forward. So as you spiral your biceps towards the top of your mat, your shoulders peel back, right? They externally rotate right there. And now go ahead and look slightly forward. Reach your right arm forward with your right thumb up as if you're about to shake someone's hand. This is the breath in. As you breathe out, turn your right thumb down and then swing your right arm back. So right hand towards the back of the mat with the right thumb down. This is internal rotation. Inhale, come forward again, thumb up. Exhale, internal rotation, thumb down, arm back. Two more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Last time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Keep your right arm back. Everybody lower your left knee down, point your left toes, and then inhale, reach your left arm up. So your arms are reaching in opposite directions. See if you can really find extension through that back arm. So really reach that right hand towards the back of your mat, away from your body. And then go ahead and turn your left thumb down, circle that left arm back behind you, hands interlace. Oh, take a moment here to find that lift through the pelvic floor. So not just letting yourself collapse in the lunge. Stay even slightly lifted out of the lunge. We want to really isolate what's going on in the shoulders here. and go deeper into the opening. See if you can extend the arms away from your left thigh a little bit more. Take one last deep breath in. And then breathe out, palms to the ground. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, plank. Exhale, drop your knees, child's pose. Now active arms here in your child's pose, keeping your elbows lifted, arms long like down dog. Inhale to come forward here. Dip your hips forward, puff your heart forward and up, peel your shoulders back, so it's a nice big cobra. And then exhale, pull the belly into the spine, round as you come back, child's pose. Your toes can come into touch. Inhale to come forward again. Your toes can move in line with your knees as your heart stretches up. And then exhale, lift from the belly, toes touch, child's pose. One more time, inhale, come forward. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, come forward this time. And then on the exhale, lower halfway. So hug the elbows in, your knees are on the ground. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, lower halfway, baby chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. One more, exhale, lower halfway, pause. Squeeze the elbows in. Don't allow the shoulders to go below the elbows. And then inhale, press up, child's pose. Inhale to all fours. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, step the left foot outside the left hand. Tense your fingers if you can. Take a moment there, decide whether you want to drop the back knee or not. Spiral your biceps forward, externally rotating the shoulders. And then reach your left arm forward, left thumb up. Inhale here. Exhale, left thumb turns down as your left arm swings back. Inhale, bring it forward, thumb up. Exhale, bring it back, thumb down. Two more, inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale, long through the spine. Exhale, sweep your left arm back, keep it there. Soften your back knee down, point your back toes. Inhale, lift your right arm up. And then play with using the strength there of your triceps to really swing that left arm even further back away from your body. And then go ahead and spin your right thumb towards the top of your mat. Circle your right arm back behind you. Catch your hands interlaced. Peel the shoulders back and open. Think shoulder blades kiss. Breathe into the front of the heart. See if you can extend the arms back away from your right leg. You've got one more breath in. And then breathe out, palms frame your front foot, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, child's pose. Few more of those big cat cows. Inhale, come forward into cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, forward, heart lifts, shoulders peel back. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come forward, really plug in through all of your finger pads. Exhale, come back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, baby chaturanga. Hug the ribs and the belly in. Inhale, press up. Exhale, baby chaturanga. Inhale, press up. Exhale, baby chaturanga. Inhale, press up. Now see if you can lift your knees. Peel your shoulders back and look up. You're right in upward facing dog. Exhale from the belly, roll over the toes back to downward facing. Deep loving breath in and a deep loving breath out. Couple more like that. Take this moment to really ground yourself.
and to strengthen the shoulders. And down dog is really an amazing pose for both strengthening and stretching the shoulders. Okay, on your next breath in, right foot lands outside right hand. Bring your back knee down right away. Keep your back toes tucked. Inhale, reach your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Both thumbs turn forward. Circle the arms back. Interlace the hands behind you. Inhale, move the arms into extension. Lift your heart up. On the exhale, you're just going to play with a little bow of the chest towards the legs, almost like a little baby humble warrior. You can let your head drop a little bit, but doesn't have to be so exaggerated for this. We're going to flow it. Inhale, come back up, lift the heart, arms reach away from the body. Exhale, bow it down and in. One more here. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, slow and steady, bow. Inhale, reach it up. This time, swing the arms by the ears, grab opposite elbows. On the exhale, you're gonna pop your back knee up and come straight into warrior two. So take a moment there, make sure that all's well in your foundation. Nice long stance in warrior two. Really reach through the arms. Think shoulder blades kiss ever so slightly here, so there's an opening through the collarbones. And then get your focus on. Look towards your top hand, or your front hand rather. See if you can sink a little bit deeper into your legs. And then palms to the sky. Inhale, left arm down, right arm up, peace. See if you can take your left hand, turn your left thumb down, and then weave your left arm behind your back, reaching towards the top of your right thigh for a half bind. Can you sink a little bit deeper into the lunge? Reach up and back a little bit more through the right fingertips as you spiral that left shoulder open. On your next breath out, cartwheel your palms down. You can rinse it through a vinyasa, maybe coming through chaturanga with your knees lifted. Vinyasas can really be anything that you're craving to rinse and renew for the other side. Inhale, left foot outside, left hand. Tense your fingers, drop your back knee down, keep your back toes tucked. Inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana. Both thumbs turn forward, so there's internal rotation as the arms come behind your back, hands interlaced. Inhale, shoulders peel back, arms extend to look up. Exhale. Keep the arms away from the body, right, as you bow. Two more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. Grab opposite elbows overhead. And then exhale, pop it up into warrior two. So you might need to adjust your feet a little bit. I needed to bring my left foot in a tad. Align your right shoulder over your right hip. Often that means just a touch more reach back through that back arm. Look towards your left hand. See if you can ever so slightly draw your hip points forward and bring your shoulder blades to kiss. Palms up, inhale, left arm up, right arm down. Take that right arm, turn your right thumb down, and then weave the right arm behind the back. Already, right, that's half bind is helping us roll back through the right shoulder. Use the right palm into the left thigh to sink a little bit deeper, and then open up even more through the left side waist, left side ribs. On your next breath out, cartwheel all that down, let it go, rinse it through. Okay, let's add on right foot outside, right hand. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, thumbs forward. Inhale, hands interlace behind your back. Lift your heart. Exhale, bow. Just one time here. Inhale, lift back up, grab opposite elbows. Exhale, pop up, warrior two, right foot in. Inhale, peaceful warrior, find that half bind. Pause for a moment. And then lengthen that right leg long. Pause for a moment right here in a reverse triangle. See if you can shift your left shoulder back, your right shoulder forward a tad. And then lift your right toes up, flexing the foot. Turn your right toes in, parallel feet. Hands on hips. Bend your knees quite a bit, generous bend. And then begin to crease at your hips. So you're encouraging your hip points towards the top of your thighs here. Flat back. Okay, we're about to do something really fun for shoulder rotation. Inhale, reach your arms forward, thumbs up. On the exhale, thumbs down, swing your arms back. So just like we did in that lizard lunge, but this time double time. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, swing it back. Nice bend in the knees. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, keep the arms lifted. Exhale, back. Last time, inhale. Exhale, interlace the hands behind you. Inhale here, flat back. You might even press the quads back, lengthening the legs. And then exhale to fold all the way down. Prasarita Padottanasana. You can either keep the hands interlaced behind the back. Might feel good to do that for a couple breaths. You might release them. I like to even play with my hands interlaced behind the back, bending one knee, bending the other, shifting the weight side to side. Again, this is just another moment like yogi freestyle. You do you. Good, and then come back to center. Release the arms if they're not already. Inhale, tent the fingers under the shoulders, catch a flat back. And then travel all the way into a low lunge, top of the mat. Right here, you're going to tense your fingers a little bit in front of you. Inhale, lift the left leg up from the inner thigh. Stretch the heart forward out of the hips. It's a supported warrior three. See if you can lift that left leg a little bit higher. Work the glute, shoulders back away from the ears. And then as softly and lovingly as you can, drop the left foot down, hips width next to the right, and then hinge and fold into your legs. Okay, from here, make sure your strap is handy. I'm going to tense your left fingers under your nose, put a little bend in your left knee. Inhale to reach your right arm up. So this is an Uttanasana twist. From here, right thumb spins towards the back of the mat, internal rotation of the arm. Bring that arm behind your back, half bind. Peel that right shoulder open. Peel the left shoulder open as well. So both shoulders opening here. Left bicep towards the top of the mat. Okay, now look down. Grab your strap. Doesn't have to be in the longest formation. A little bit shorter will serve you better probably. Keep the half bind as you come up to stand. And then take a moment there with your right hand. Encourage the back of the right hand up the middle of the spine. Okay, you probably know where we're going. Gomukhasana arms. So you want to think right arm reaching up along the spine, and then reach your left arm straight up, bend your left elbow, and then go ahead and just grab your strap there with your right hand. Hug the ribs back into the spine. They love to like jut out of the body in Gomukhasana. Really hug them in. And then if you find you don't need as much slack, just walk that left hand down the strap, or you can always lose the strap altogether. See if you can get your right elbow to reach straight down, your left elbow to reach straight up. Close your eyes here, release the jaw, release the space between the eyebrows. 3 cycles of breath.
Okay, flutter the eyes open. Just drop your strap towards the top of the mat there. Swing your left arm underneath the right. Find eagle arms. Reach your fingertips up. Bring your big toes to touch, little space between the heels. Squeeze the knees together and then begin to sit down and back into chair pose, Utkatasana. And then begin to lean forward. Lift the heels, widen the knees, and then see if you can play with dropping your eagle arms down towards the ground, space in the shoulder blades, and then squeeze the knees in towards the shoulders. So it's a traditional malasana with eagle arms. A lot going on here, I know. Breathe into the back of the heart. Right, we're getting into all the sides of the heart. The shoulders are an extension, shoulders and arms an extension of the heart center. And then softly heels down, softly seat down. Free your eagle arms. Navasana, boat pose. Keep your knees bent to start. Reach your arms long in front of you. Big toes touch and then flare the toes. Spread through the balls of the feet. Belly to thighs, thighs to belly. Take a deep exhale right here. And then inhale, lower, lengthen, hover. Take it nice and slow. Exhale, come back up, knees bent, Navasana. And then inhale, lower, lengthen. Just two more. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, lower, lengthen. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, lower, lengthen. I lost count, but I think that's it. I think we're good. You might play with lengthening the legs here in Navasana. And then palms to the ground. Make sure you have enough space behind you. Take a little baby rock back into plow. Doesn't have to be the biggest plow ever. And then come forward, cross the ankles. You can step, hop, float. Through a vinyasa. Always optional, back to down dog. Okay, let's try that on the other side. Left foot outside, left hand, breathing in. Breathe out, right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, thumbs forward, internal rotation. Inhale, arms interlace behind you. Lift your heart. Exhale, one time, baby humble warrior. Inhale, lift up, grab opposite elbows. Exhale, pop up warrior two, left foot in. Inhale, peaceful warrior, catch that half bind, right arm behind the back. And then lengthen your left leg. Pause for a moment there. Spin your right shoulder back and your left shoulder forward a tad. And then lift the ball of your left foot and your left toes. And then spin your left toes in, hands on hips. You have to pardon my back to you on this side. Bend your knees generously. Hinge your hips, so hip points begin to meet the tops of the quads. Inhale to reach both of your arms forward, flat back. Exhale, thumbs down, swing both of your arms back, shoulder blades kiss. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Just three more here. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale, lift those arms. One last time. Inhale. Exhale, keep the hands behind you interlaced. You might lengthen the legs here, flat back, breathe in, breathe out to fold. Again, anything goes. Maybe something different. I'm feeling a little skandasana on this side. And then meet me back to center, toes in, heels slightly out. Fingertips under shoulders, inhale, flat back. And then travel, low lunge, top of the mat. Fingertips in front of you, inhale, lift the right leg from the inner thigh. Gather that left outer hip back and into center a tad. And then look forward, stretch the heart forward out of the hips as you reach back through the heel.
Lift that right leg a little bit higher. Work that glute. Okay, and then drop the right foot down. Shoo, fold. Release. And then tense your right fingertips under your nose. Little bend of your right knee. Inhale, left arm up. Open that bottom shoulder. It loves to like collapse in, right? Spin that right bicep forward. Let it shine. And then turn your left thumb towards the back of your mat. Half bind with the left arm. Open up through the left shoulder. And then look down, grab your strap, and come up to stand. Take a moment, just right arm by the side, and encourage that left hand and left forearm up the middle of your back. Okay, and then your right arm reaches up, your right elbow bends, and then grab your strap. And then you might play with slowly bringing the hands towards one another, but I love the strap here for Gomukhasana arms because it really just makes it feel so liberating. Hug the ribs in, and so accessible. Allow your head to lean back ever so slightly into your top arm there. Close your eyes and breathe. See if you can come back to warrior's breath. And gently flutter the eyes open. Just let your strap fall down. Releasing here the right arm underneath the left, eagle wrap. Lift your eagle arms up. Feel that nice stretch there through the backs of the shoulders. And then bring your big toes to touch, little space between the heels. Knees squeeze in. Activate your inner thighs here. Magnetize them as you sit down in a chair. Lean your chest forward. Pop your heels up, widen your knees. Come down slowly into traditional malasana. Squeeze the knees in towards the shoulders. Find a little lift through the belly, a little lift through the hips and the pelvic floor. I know this class was about shoulders, but you're probably feeling your legs quite a bit here. That's good, right? Consider this still a full body session for you. Drop your heels. Drop your seat. Boat pose. Right here, we're going to take another round. Exhale deeply. Inhale, lower, lengthen, hover. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, lower, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze it in. This time, inhale, lower, lengthen. See if you can stay there. And then just tap your big toes like you're clapping your big toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little side to side, massage for your low back. And then rock and roll. Do a little plow to your seat. Altar pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tongue out. Just one more cycle here. Seat down. Meet me in all fours. Then right here, you're going to spin your right shin a little bit out to the right. And then anchor your left heel down. Inhale, reach your left arm up. So we're in a modified side plank. So see if you can still rotate, even though the hand is flat here, the right bicep towards the top of your mat there. Draw your hip points forward towards the left side of your space.
and hug the ribs in. Now maybe left arm long by left ear. Maybe your left leg lifts, really reach to the heel. Breathe in here, get long. On the breath out, you might bend the back knee, reach for the top of the foot. And then press the foot into the hand to begin to arc open. This one gives you a really nice stretch there through the left shoulder, sort of near the armpit. Breathe in, get long. And then breathe out, come into child's pose for a moment.
Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, all fours. Other side, left shin out to the left. Right heel anchors down in line with your left knee, and then lift your right arm up. Spin the left bicep towards the top of the mat. Press your right thigh back. Get really strong there as you drag your hips forward a tad. And then right arm by right ear. Lift your right leg up. Really reach. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend the knee. Foot to the hand, hand to the foot. Opening both of your shoulders. Shoulder blades kiss so that the front of the heart can expand. Breathe in, get long. And breathe out, child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in to come forward, all fours. Anahatasana, puppy dog pose. Knees stay right under the hips. Begin to walk your hands forward. Nice stretch here through the underarms as you encourage your heart to melt down and kiss the earth. Maybe the chin to the earth as well. That's not accessible. Forehead to the ground. Three cycles of breath. And gently lift up. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. And then you'll lower down just onto your belly here. Lengthen your legs long. Cactus your arms. This is one of my favorite shoulder stretches. Tense your right fingertips. And then take a moment here to lift the quads, but keep the tops of the feet on the ground. Lift your right leg up. So use that glute. And then roll over onto your left hip. You might walk your right tented fingers a little bit closer in towards your heart. Allow your left temple to soften down towards the earth. If that's not happening, you can use a pillow, a blanket, a block, something under your left temple, but we don't want our neck to be straining here. Take one more cycle of breath. And then travel back onto your belly. Switching sides. Cactus the arms. Tense your left fingers. Lift your thighs. Lift your left leg up. And then roll on over to the right side. It's a little tricky for me because of my mic. So I'm going to do some funny stuff right here. Make sure you heavy your right temple down. Maybe walk your left fingers in. So we want to invite as much ease as possible, really into every posture, but especially these postures where we're beginning to wind down our energy. One more cycle of breath. Roll back onto your belly. Okay, from here, we're going to move into floor bow, but first locust to prepare. So bring your arms by your sides, point your toes, lift your quads, just like we did before, and then inhale, lift first your head and your chest and your arms. So work those shoulder blades to kiss. And then if all's well with your low back, you might lift your legs and lift your feet. You might interlace the hands behind your back. Again, think about extending the arms. So externally rotate the shoulders and reach the arms up away from your body. Going for length here, chin slightly in, lift your toes, lift from your inner thighs. One last moment, and then let it all go. Might create a little pillow with your hands. Wiggle your hips side to side. Okay, we're going to go a second round. Option to just stick with Locust that whole time. So much beautiful work is done in Locust, so much to do there. Otherwise, if you want to go right into floor bow, bend your knees, flex your feet, reach back for your ankles. Make sure that your knees are tucked in close to one another. And then the inhale lifts you up, pressing the ankles into your hands. Little gentle rocking. Peel your shoulders back by pressing the ankles into the hands. One last moment. And then let it go. Opposite cheek to your hand pillow. Wiggle your hips side to side. Okay, I have one more for you. I really like this variation. You really feel that stretch there through the front and side of the shoulder. So bending the knees. This time, reach the arms back behind you, and then you're going to turn both of your thumbs up, okay? And then you're going to reach for the inner arches of the feet right there. So your thumbs are still facing up towards the sky, okay? Knees in towards one another, toes in towards one another. Inhale, press the feet into the hands. Whew. And rock with it. And then let it go. This time, bend the knees, let the shins sway side to side like windshield wipers. Legs long, roll onto your back right here. Nice roll onto your back. Take a moment here. Hug the knees into your chest. And come into happy baby. Either yogi toe lock the big toes, hands at the outer edges of the feet, whatever feels good for you today. For me, it's big toes today. See if you can encourage the ankles aligned over the knees. Heavying the tailbone down and drawing the chin in towards the chest as the shoulders soften down. So this is a big time spinal lengthener. And then you might play with lengthening one leg, lengthening the other. Any vibrational sighs. Good, and then release your feet to the ground. Bring your arms either cactus or T out to the side. Then lengthen one leg, lengthen the other leg. Take a couple moments here in resting. can stay in your Shavasana longer, I highly encourage it. If you're feeling the call to move on, gently wiggling the fingers and the toes, deepening the breath. Deep breath in, nourishing fresh energy, and then breathing out anything you don't need. Roll out the wrists, roll out the ankles. Maybe a good morning stretch, arms by the ears, reaching through the fingertips and toe tips. And then bend the knees, one foot to the ground, the other foot to the ground. Rolling over to one side. Pause in your fetal position. Next breath in, gently press yourself up to a seat. Keep the eyes soft, maybe even closed. Take a moment here, hands face down on your knees. And just begin to circle out your head and your neck. You can always pause at a place that feels good or maybe needs a little extra love. And then reverse the direction of the circles. And then coming to neutral, collecting your hands in a prayer at your heart. We'll end our time with the sound of one Om, breathing in. Namaste, my yogi friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you for practicing with me. As always, feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, tell your friends about it. I hope that you're feeling super open and vibrant and just ready to hug the world. Namaste.